war they are talking about, but they are saying it in a politically correct way. War! And you, the Southerner, where is your preparation? We are complaining that we have some foreign terrorists that have infiltrated all our forests, every part of the South. They are getting supplies of both their food and their weapons. Constantly, we have generals coming on TV talking, telling people, go and protect yourself. How much protection have you gathered for yourself? As we go up to 2027, you see, the North has rejected Tinubu. If I want to put it correctly, I would say they have summarily rejected Tinubu. So, yeah, Tinubu might succeed in consolidating the structure in the South. But what about the North? And even if he leaves the North for the Northerners and still manage to say, I got middle belt, so I have won, they will still reject. So it's a lose-lose situation. So even if he wins, they will say he rigged it. And they will fight. And then what comes next? The division of Nigeria. And as Nigeria is dividing, if they don't get what they have invested in the South, they will destroy it.
Especially come November, there is rumors all over the place that this government is nominating a just retired Court of Appeal judge who is known for notoriety to be the chairman of INEC. I wish it is not true, because if that man becomes the chairman of INEC, be rest assured that this government is inviting a civil war in this country.
You see all those
Nigerians are reacting. Serious problem in this country. Anyways, take your time, listen to this video. Listen to what this guy said, and you will tell me what he said, where, if he's lying or not. How prepared are we in the South, in the South, in the Southeast? Because in 2027, we are going to experience, it's going to be a shocker, what we've never seen before. Tension everywhere. Tension in Aso Rock himself. Tinubu himself, that one, he himself knows that there is problem. He can't deny that there is problem. He knows. Don't let anybody deceive you, fool you. Don't be deceived by these people. We're going gradually, we'll be talking. 2027 is far approaching. It's just a year and some months. It's less than 2 years. So what is that thing? What are we doing? What is the preparation? You see, listen to this video so that you understand what we are saying, talking about. It's not just a... Anyways, watch this video. We'll come back and talk about it. And if anything he said, give your honest opinion. Give your honest opinion. Leave your comment and subscription. What do you think? Is this right? Or is he saying something that I've known? I mean, something... You think what he's saying is like, he doesn't know what he's saying? Or what do you think? Leave your honest opinion. This, share, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll come back and talk about this.
Governors in southern Nigeria, and I know when I say South, you are excluding Southeast. All those Southeast governors, the ones you love, the ones you hate, every single one of them, they have all been APC-fied, 110%. The ones who have not declared openly for APC will do it very close to the election, or even if they don't declare openly, all the political structures will be collapsed for the president. It is done. You've not heard it from anywhere else, so mark it that this is the first time and the first guy to tell you that. All of them are leaning towards APC, because APC, as far as the North is concerned, has been hijacked. It is now a Southern Revolutionary Party. Revolution, not the real revolution though. It's a Southern party, it's now a Southern political structure, not a Northern party anymore. Now, it's going to be like the Southern Protectorate is about to go its separate ways. The Northern Protectorate is about to go its separate ways. And APC is the structure that is going to now help the South to pull out and go their separate ways. Now, there is a caveat to this. The North is saying, we are not going to let Tinubu come back. Based on the allotment they have received from the colonial powers, their population is more, even though they are in that region where people are not supposed to have a lot of population. But their population is a lot. And they're going to use it. Politically, it hasn't been changed. No census has been done yet. So for them, if they can secure all of the North before 2027 and make sure that they carve it out and prevent Tinubu from getting any access, they have a lot. If they pick up a few North Central, Middle Belt states, they have a lot. Tinubu will then get stuck with the South alone. And if Tinubu is stuck with the South, do you know why Tinubu will not be too worried? Let me explain this to you. This is being played with the colonial powers. The colonials are trying to show the North that you guys are small boys. We are going to make you very jealous very soon. So what you see going in the South is not just a Tinubu smartness. It is not that, oh, he's very sagacious, the man is no, the colonials are doing everything to protect their interest in Nigeria. So where do you have all the oil wealth in Nigeria? Where do you have all the deposits of natural gas in Nigeria? You wonder why Imo was meant to be aligned with the power structure that rules from Abuja from day one. When was the last time a governor that is not aligned with the president's party ruled Imo State? You know why? Imo State is one of the richest states, not just in southern Nigeria, but in the whole country. Imo State has 200 plus trillion cubic feet of natural gas, proven reserve. Over 200 trillion cubic feet of natural gas, plus 163 oil wells or more in that same state. Qatar has about 843 trillion cubic feet. And that is what they sell the most, which is what they've used to turn their country into a living heaven on earth. Imagine Imo State, and the figure I am giving you can never be the original. That's official figure. If you go to the real figure, it'll probably be up to 400 trillion cubic feet of gas. Imagine that wealth. Imagine the wealth of the oil in the River State. Imagine the wealth of the oil in Delta. Imagine Abia. Imagine all these places. Meanwhile, as we were growing up, even up until recently, we all got to see that almost 80% or more of the oil wells in southern Nigeria, southeast, or whatever you call them, belonged to the northerners, because those guys were the faces of the colonials. They were the ones who held the mantle for the colonial rulership in Nigeria. It's called neo-colonialism. Now, what will happen to all those oil wells? They will tell them, Oga, this thing you people are doing, remember, almost all your investments are in southern Nigeria. How many investments do you guys have enough in the north? Almost all your investments are in southern Nigeria. What are you going to do about this, sir? What are you going to do, northerners? What about the oil wells, which they are now even beginning to unbundle and decouple them from? They are now moving the oil wells to people, elements from the southwestern part of Nigeria. Have you noticed that one too? Tells you where all this oil money that we claim belong to individuals, where the monies go to. So I always say that the British are smarter than the French. The French will show you that they're on ground eating you, but the British will use people who look like you. You will never be able to point a finger to them. If you are not as sophisticated as some of us, you will know that all these companies and corporations you're seeing in your country that even have names of your language, that have your brothers and people you know as CEOs and chairmen, all of them are siphoning money and sending it to your colonial powers. So they are going to tell the North, hey, are you sure you want to do this? You want to play this game? There's so much to lose here. And by that time, the North will say, no, we're not going to lose anything. We're going to take what belongs to us. You are not born that you're going to deny us what we have worked for all these years. And what do they do then? They fight. That's why I told you that 2027 is going to be very chaotic, very violent. It's not going to be your usual election year. Fuck me anytime, save this video. They're going to fight. They will fight seriously. They're already threatening that this is not going to be like when you will rig election and tell people to go to court. Let me read it for you. Let me read you. There's something I need to read this for you so you can see for yourself. This one is from where 2027 elections go to court will no longer be tenable. Let me read you an excerpt. It says, any attempt by the government in power to manipulate the 2027 general elections will be resisted and should the polls or the results be tampered with, this would create dire consequences for the country, not for the politicians. For the country, Nigerians will resist any attempt by INEC returning officers to announce fake election results. So all those things that happened in 2023, they are all indirectly confessing now. They are saying, no, you cannot rig and tell us to go to court. That in 2027, nobody's ready to go to court. They will fight. When you see them saying these things, they say Nigerians will resist. They have plans to resist it, to fight it. It's war they are talking about. But they are saying it in a politically correct way. War! And you, the Southerner, where is your preparation? We are complaining that we have some foreign terrorists that have infiltrated all our forests, every part of the South. They are getting supplies of both their food and their weapons. Constantly, we have generals coming on TV talking, telling people, go and protect yourself. How much protection have you gathered for yourself? As we go up to 2027, you see, the North has rejected Tinubu. If I want to put it correctly, I would say they have summarily rejected Tinubu. So, yeah, Tinubu might succeed in consolidating the structure in the South. But what about the North? And even if he leaves the North for the Northerners, and still manage to say, I got middle belt, so I have won, they will still reject. So it's a lose-lose situation. So even if he wins, they will say he rigged it. And they will fight. And then what comes next? The division of Nigeria. And as Nigeria is dividing, if they don't get what they have invested in the South, they will destroy it. If we don't have it, you can have it. We're talking of a massive paradigm shift politically in Nigeria. No one is talking about it. It's huge. It's massive. That's why I say 1914. That curse of 1914 might be broken practically and pragmatically in 2027. It was supposed to be broken in 2014. We were supposed to come together and say, hey guys, it's been 100 years. Are we together yet? No, we're not. The Igbo man is still being hated by the Yoruba man. The Hausa man just still hates the Yoruba man. Everybody hates everybody. We are incompatible from top to bottom. We are not together. The only thing our division serves is the purpose and the aim of the colonial powers. Divide and conquer, divide and rule. They will just take a few of us, just like what happened during the days of slavery. They take a few of us, stupendously make them rich, fill them with so much wealth, give them houses in London and other places, and those ones will foolishly begin to betray and sell out anyhow. Even if you tell them to go and kill their mother, they will kill because of a few material endowments from the colonial powers. This is what we've been dealing with all along. That's why everybody is so excited about what is going on in the Sahel region, where we have young African men who have decided enough is enough. That whole game of selling out to the one who is our oppressor will never happen again. And this is why the North is fighting. Let me tell you this, because I don't want to miss this point. You see, I come from the South, and when I look at what is going on, under normal circumstances, let's say I don't know anything at all, I'm just reading everything on face value, my first thinking and reaction will be, oh, we need to go with Tinubu now. Because look at so many things that the Northerners denied us then. We are not getting it. Can't you see that they're not building the coastal road? It's going to be the first highway ever, and it's connecting southwest and south-south. It's going to go through southeast. So the South has something that binds them together, and it is developmental in nature. Also, I should love this. What are you talking about? Look at now, they even made an announcement that the Enugu state government is going to start building railroads that will connect the One port from all the southeastern cities. So all the things we've never seen before, they're about to happen. Beautiful international airport is coming up in Enugu, and all these things, we've never seen anything like this. We've never had it this good. So I should rejoice. That would have happened if I didn't know any better. But at the end of the day, the question is, when we have secured the South and built a new form of unity and alliance with ourselves in the South, and then let the Northerners go, who are we going to be owing our allegiance to? Are we going to be like the Sahel states of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic, who are now truly independent, or are we going to still continue to bow to the colonial powers who use IMF and World Bank every day to finish us? You saw when they were saying that Tinubu finished paying IMF loan. Do you know what Tinubu paid for? They used that IMF loan to buy this whole removing of oil subsidy. They use it. I'm going to play you a video to explain. Let me not explain it myself. Play you a video to explain to you what that IMF loan he paid back, took away from Nigeria, that can never be restored again. These people are canker worms and palmer worm. That's what I call IMF and World Bank. Canker worm and palmer worm. Dangerous demons.
Nigeria just finished paying back $3.4 billion loan to the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. Great, right? Nope. Let me break it down. We got the money during COVID, just like many other African and global South countries. Then came the conditions: remove fuel subsidies, devalue the national currency, open the economy for more foreign control. What followed? Hunger, protests, broken systems. Now they are clapping because the debt is paid off. But what about the social debt? The lives broken, the schools unfunded, the food unaffordable. The IMF is not here to help us. It's here to restructure us into obedience. Nigeria paid back the money, but the real cost was our sovereignty.
Look at the poverty in the land. We are paying you back after stealing our destiny. But the thing you have done to us based on that money is still there remaining with us tomorrow. Are we going to continue to be those people, even as the southern part of Nigeria? Are you separating from the north to become truly independent and cut all ties with the corporations of the colonial powers? That's not what you're about to do, and I am not going to be an advocate of that. Because if that happens, say for instance, the North will even say, hey, I don't care, take everything that we have. We are going our separate way. Because now for the first time in my life, I'm hearing the language of the Southeasterners from the Northerners. Oh, Nigeria has expired. Oh, we want to go our separate ways. I just read it for you. And when the North begins to say that they are not like all the other people that are held down, these were the people who held the power. So they still have a lot of power swaps with them, so they can pull it off. They can. And if they pull it off, even if they abandon everything they have in the South and they go, mark my words, only a matter of just a few years, people from the southern part of Nigeria, the southern protectorate that has now been separated and broken apart, will be traveling to the north for greener pastures. Mark my word. If that happens, the South divides, goes its way, and the North goes its way. And the North now decides to align with Russia and become as independent as Niger Republic. In just a few years, people will be running from the South to the North to go and seek greener pasture. Because it is better to be free with so little than to be a slave with so much. If you gather all the gas and all the oil in the south and you're still loyal to the colonial powers, but the north is now free, few years, not up to 4 years, you will see people running from here, the southern part of Nigeria, and running to the north for greener pastures. We need to think twice about what is going on. We need to have leaders, not rulers, not sellouts, not puppets. We need to have people who are passionate about the freedom. You know how I look at puppets? Puppets are weaklings. They are people who have given up on trying for freedom. It takes a lot of balls and strong will to say you want to be an activist, to say you want to hope against hope for freedom. If those boys and those men in the Sahel region did not hope against hope, if they did not hold on to hope, they would not have achieved the kind of mighty miracle we are seeing today. They used to tell you, if you are a political student, or if you know anything about current affairs, you know that they have never been left out of the news in the last few decades. All those nations in the Sahel. Every time they tell us, these guys are poor. They are the poorest in the world, especially Niger. Poorest in the world, Burkina Faso, poorest. Mali, these guys have so much gold, especially Mali and Burkina Faso, that it will make your heart quake. Yet, not a single gold reserve. France has, I think, the 4th or the 5th largest gold reserve in the world, yet there's not a single drop of gold in their own land because they have been ripping these nations off. They compel them to store up 85% of their own foreign currency reserve in Banque de France, which is in Paris. And when they need money, they will come back to the same bank and take back their own money as loan with a very high interest. This is what our people are dealing with. This is what Nigeria is going through in a different form. Probably worse than that of the French colonies in Africa. And people are still being bold enough to say that, I love our politics. Whose politics? These are people who are cursed, and Mother Africa has arisen, and she will fight against every single one of them. Tinubu is fighting to consolidate the South. But the colonial disease of rivalry between Igbos and Yorubas is only gaining speed and steam. You know that in 2027, that all you've got, arguably, is not your Southwest, but Southeast. South-South, who are they? Igbos make up almost every part of South-South. They are everywhere. You have seen the ones from Edo State, Ibanke saying, look, leave us, we are Igbos. You go to Kogi, you see them. Go to Rivers. And I went to see something in Imo State. You just walk, enter river. It's the same. They are Igbos. Forget Wicked that's talking trash. He's an Igbo man. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. You need them. But you are boldly still allowing this psychological warfare, this battle still going on between Yoruba and Igbo. You people, I saw one news about Fidelity Bank recently. I'm like, is this not tribally motivated? Because what I was saying was not looking good. And you want to come in 2027 and say you want to rely on these people. You people don't understand Igbo people. You push Igbos. When they hit the wall and back you, they are ready to die. They're not, Igbos allow a lot of punches. We take too many punches. But once an Igbo man turns and says, I've had it, get ready to die. Because you and him will die there. No one has seen Igbos yet. The only time they saw Igbos was during the Biafran War, when they didn't think they were going to face a whole nation in war, and they did it. No one, since then, no one has seen the Igbo. The day they see Igbos again, nothing will exist in Nigeria. I can bet my life on it. Such a horrible calculation. From everything we can see, you know you don't have the North. You should be cutting the Igbos, not by going to give stuff to political appointments. There's even no political appointment. You're just giving contracts to existing governors. Well, name the political appointees that came from Igbo land today in Tinubu's government. Name it for me. But you know these are the people you are going to rely on for 2027? It will be very glorious to see how that manifests. So 2027, in a nutshell, is a time bomb, a ticking bomb waiting to explode. It's waiting. Just a tiny little and then it explodes. But you see, after hearing all of this, you're saying, Joe, you have told me about this side and you've told me about this side. So you're here. Where do you stand? I think by now you should know where I stand. If you ask me, anyone that will help us to separate from the colonial powers, that person is who I am with. But I don't even know that either of these parties will be able to do it, even though the likelihood is more on the side of the North. Because now they have broken with the colonial powers, obviously. Which is why they feel so oppressed, and they feel like if we don't pull out of this union, we will all perish in the second term of Tinubu. They know they will perish in the second term. So for me, it is who it is that will give us freedom. As for the North, they are still searching. What party are we going to use? What candidate are we going to use? Many of them are even looking at Peter Obi as a matter of fact. Have you heard that? I'll read you something that will surprise you. There's a guy called Majid Dahiru. They call him political columnist and public affairs analyst, Majid Dahiru. Here is a political columnist and public affairs analyst, Majid Dahiru, has said that the administration of President Bola Tinubu would come to an end in 2027 if former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai is able to mobilize northern political influencers to support Labour Party's Peter Obi. Let me give you his direct quote. His direct quote says, "If I may put it straight, the day El-Rufai decides and can galvanize the opinion molders in the north to zero in on Peter Obi, for instance, as the candidate, that will be the end of the Tinubu administration," Dahiru said. It tells you how politically powerful and strategic that man El-Rufai is, as short as he is. That guy is politically powerful and relevant in the north. This is a person that somebody would have said, no, but why would Tinubu even break with someone like this? If he's such a powerful political guy, he should know that this is one guy in the north you shouldn't have any issues with. But maybe destiny is plotting our freedom without us knowing it. So they are going to Peter Obi. If they go to Peter Obi and Obi accepts it, it is going to be a massive upset for Tinubu. And I'm sure that the Tinubu camp right now is feeling very, very worried about this whole political calculation. But here's what I said before, and I'm going to say it again. Anyone that is going...
You listen to this, that is the problem. Because we are talking this, saying that. How prepared are we in the South? In the South. They not every time. They are united. Even if Tinubu is trying to destabilize them in the north, try to create different factions. Because definitely, when we say they are united, all of they can't be 100%. Now Tinubu is trying to create enmity between them. They are resisting they are resisting that from Tinubu. They are united. They know what they are doing. You understand? So we in the South, we don't have these political actors the way we have them in the north. The way the Northerner will come boldly and issue a statement, they'll get away with it. The way they will come and threatening anybody, threatening the president, they'll get away with it. If they're not, the Southerner, the South-East cannot do it. If they do, it becomes a problem. How are we? When it comes to politics, we are nowhere to be found. Our voice, it doesn't matter. We don't have voice when it comes to politics. The Igbos, that's another thing. Igbos, because of what happened in the 90s during that civil war, they are not kukuma interested. They focus in their business. All Igbo wanted is just create an enabling environment for everybody to do their business and get away. They are not interested in coming into politics. But few of them that are interested, that want to go into politics, they are not being given equal opportunity for them to participate in government. But these people find their own means of surviving or creating wealth. Yet the country is not giving them that opportunity, giving them the everything they needed to compete with the other region to succeed. That's the problem. So you don't give them opportunity to come into policy to participate. You don't give them, their voice is not where they recognize like others in their business. You don't give equal opportunity for everybody, every region to do the same business and succeed. And listen to what Madwiki Cosmos said, that in many years ago he was the one he was richer than Dangote at that time. But because of the opportunity given to Dangote, and they denied them of the same opportunity in terms of license to import this, to do that, only Dangote were given the opportunity and $10, but they never gave them to that side. So they are struggling on their own. He was richer than Dangote at that time. A Concord newspaper published at that time that Cosmo Madweke was richer than all of them at that time. But now Dangote has superseded all of them because of the opportunity. That's what we're talking about. Now, how are we? Everybody, all the South governors, all of them are be APC-fied, just like he said. See them in the north, all of them, they are against this government, that this government has failed. The government has said, what is the South is, what is the purpose, what is the benefit, what are they benefiting from this government, that all of them are standing on Tinubu's mandate that have sent a lot of people back to their villages, the reasons why insecurity is taking over your state. Now, those state governor, that one, anything that has to do with governance, he has nothing to do with that. All he's focused on is to deliver 2.5 million votes to Tinubu. What has Tinubu done to deserve the 2.5 million votes? What has Tinubu done to deserve second term? What has Tinubu done to deserve Edo people vote? What has he done? Now you can't talk anything. If you say anything, no, Bebolo is not interested in whatever you are saying. Everywhere now, the region in my state has been occupied by kidnappers, Fulanis. You can't do anything. We are in roads, see roads everywhere, reporting every time. He has not done anything. Insecurity, no. After all, somebody who said during campaign that he was going to give the insecurity. What do you expect? Now he's giving you, just like Tinubu said, he was going to seize a purchasing power and increase the tax net. Today, is it not what he's doing? Now Tinubu has successfully seized the purchasing power and increased the tax net. Now he's collecting tax. He's now a tax collector. Not this one that we are saying, you don't know the effect, because 2027, 2026, when that tax issue will start, that's when you will know when the tax, the effect is going to have on you, how it's going to increase to your poverty level. 2026, that's when you will know. Do you understand? So what is the sad governor? All of them, you see them, they are decamping to APC as if what APC has done differently to this state. Apart from that, every time they are accusing Tinubu, or the Northerners are accusing Tinubu focus more on the south. Tinubu focus more is development in the south. He's talking about Lagos, where his businesses are. What has Tinubu done in my state? If you talking about SASA, what has it done in my state? What project is Tinubu doing in my state? What Tinubu want to create? We're talking about poverty, talking about hardship in the country. Tinubu want to create, give them or approve a different motor park for different states. Is that what we're saying? Talking about? So, in fact, this country now is just boiling. Anger is boiling. 2027, that's when you will see you. 2023 presidential election is just a child's play. I've been saying this now. This one now is telling you, repeating. Now they say they disown Tinubu 2027 in the north. You know the north. That's what they always stand on, the numbers. When it comes to numbers, they have it. When it comes to people who voices are matters in politics, who has political weight, you find them in the north. You find them in the north, and they are united. Not the way we are divided in the south. The little governors we have in the south that are supposed to even coordinate, they are also in APC camp. See the way they are all against Peter Obi. Just imagine. If there is anybody closer to be the president of this country, Peter Obi is still number one. As far as the Easterner is concerned today, if anybody is going to be the president from that region today or tomorrow or 2031, Peter Obi is still number one. Who is closer to be the president of this country from that region? Take it or leave it. But you see them, they are all against him. Instead of all of them to come united, come together and support this person and say no to Tinubu, just the same way the Northerners are saying no to Tinubu. Even if Yoruba is saying they want to continue, we know that it is only the Yorubas that are supporting Tinubu. Not we having certain governors, Southeast governors are also supporting this government who has failed in every ramifications, who have failed woefully. Since this government came into power 2 years ago now, Nigeria has never known peace. How? If all the previous governors, president we ever have in this country, if they were behaving like this, were this rascal, were this arrogant, if they govern this country like this, by now we not have a country called Nigeria. Foreigners would have taken over this country. Fulanis would have taken over this country. If all the past presidents has behaved like the way this one is behaving, as if he. Anyways, for me, take it or leave it. Tinubu cannot go back to Aso Rock 27. Even he himself knows that he has created more problem. These reasons will not allow him to go back. He will not have it. There's no problem with this one, that the forming coalitions, ADC, he himself is panicking. APC are jittery already. So there's no two ways about it. Take it or leave it. Whether you're supporting Tinubu based on what you stand to get, the money they give to you, you are just going to collect the money. Fine. It is our money. Take the money. Mind you, APC will not go back to Aso Rock in 2027. There's no two ways about it. APC will be dislodged. Tinubu, no. Affliction will never reign for the second time. Take it or leave it. Share this video and please subscribe to this YouTube channel.